And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday night football game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. And this is not a usual week. This is actually not even the first game of Week 17. There's been a couple games already. If you had Netflix, you watched them. Ravens got a big win. The Chiefs continue to win, and they are basically going to be the first seed in the AFC. But this game, there is still some stakes. While Chicago is no longer in the playoff race, it's been a long time since they've been in the playoff race. Seattle is still in the thick of it. They need to win to keep their hopes alive. First pass goes to the left here, little bubble screen, and that's going to be a gain of about 2, maybe 3. So basically what Seattle needs to do is they need to win out. And they need the Rams to either tie or lose this week. If the Seattle Seahawks lose tonight, that is it. Their playoff hopes are done. If they win tonight and the Rams lose or tie this week, that'll set up a Week 18 winner-take-all Seattle Rams. Next play here, 2nd and 7, run to the left, and it's going to be a nice handoff. Breaks the tackle, keeps it going, and that is That is Charbonnet with a gain of 6, making it 3rd and 1. Charbonnet, man, he has been the workhorse ever since Kenneth Walker basically lost for the season. And they've done well, but obviously when Kenneth Walker is healthy, man, he is one of the most explosive running backs, man. He's fast and he runs with power. It's going to be a run to the left, and Charbonnet will get the first down, gain of about 2, and the Seattle Seahawks keep it moving. I love it. And if you're just joining us and you're wondering what's going on in the back, last couple weeks, every primetime game, we don't turn on the lights until we get a touchdown here. So hopefully we can get that touchdown on this opening drive so we can turn on the lights. We got 1st and 10, Gino in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. Single receiver to the left, and delayed handoff. Charbonnet gets it to the left, and he's stiff-arming the man, and that's going to be a gain of 11 and a first down for Seattle here. Nice little delayed draw right up the middle. Charbonnet cutting it to the left, breaking the tackle, and then stiff-arming another defender to get that first down run. We got 1st and 10 here. Single receiver to the right. 3 receivers to the left, tight end in the slot. Gino takes the snap, quick throw to the tight end. He breaks a tackle, and that's going to be a gain of about 13 or 14 and a first down for Seattle. Noah Fant. Nice little catch, getting it downfield, just running downhill, man. Getting some help from his receivers there, blocking down the field. Got hit at around 10 yards, but just kept on falling forward. All right, we got the ball here at the 43 of Chicago. Gino under center, hands it off, and it's going to be a gain of about 2 there. Let's see who this is. Number 25, that is McIntosh. Second and 8. Gino under center, tight end in motion to the left, single back in the backfield. DK Metcalf alone to the left. Ball at the 41, and another handoff. This one up the middle, and it's broken down by McIntosh. Stays on his feet to the 25-20, and taken down finally around the 16-yard line. Holy cow, man. Right up the middle, 16 yards, man. Sorry, about 15, because they got it to the 16, it looks like. Wow. And it's going to be another handoff. This one, McIntosh trying to find his way. Will get it inside the 15 down to the 14. Gain of 2. So Seattle on a 2-game losing streak, man. That started with the Packers. Coming into that Packer game, they actually had a 4-game winning streak, I believe. So they were looking good. If they would have gotten a win against Green Bay, that would have just, it would have been this week, no matter what would have happened against Minnesota, they would probably still be in charge of their own destiny, but not the case. 3 receivers to the left, Geno in the shotgun, 2nd and 8, ball at the 14. Another delayed handoff, this one to the right, and Charbonnet getting it inside the 10, down to the 9, gain of 5. All right, Geno alone in the backfield, empty set, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Geno takes the snap, looking over the middle, and is nearly intercepted. They just showed the graphic just before that play that Geno had thrown 4 interceptions in the red zone, which is tied for the most in the NFL. That was going to be his 5th of the year. And there was 2 linebackers that had a better opportunity on the ball than, sheesh. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I know what Geno was looking for here, but my goodness, man, you gotta go somewhere else with that. So 4th and 3, Myers in the kick, and Seattle gets 3 on the board. All right, a solid opening drive, especially once you get inside the 10, man. You really, really want to punch those in. It's one thing if the drive just kind of stalls out around the 30, maybe the 25, somewhere around there. You're like, all right, we'll take the 3. But man, once you get inside that red zone, inside the 10, it's always deflating when you can only come away with 3 points. All right, so next we're going to see Chicago's offense. They need to get something going. Obviously, not even for winning the game, because at the end of the day, you're out of the playoffs. Your coach has been fired. There's a lot of new changes. I think your offensive coordinator was also fired at some point. So at this point, Chicago is not only playing for pride, but they're playing just to see what they can do with this offense. Can they at least get into rhythm? Can they be a team on offense? Because right now, the talent is there. The running backs, they're solid. Would it be nice to have a real every down back? But no, but Swift is more than good enough. We've seen that in his career. He can be your primary back. And then you got Keenan Allen. You got Roma Dunze. You got DJ Moore. You got Cole Kmet. That is a solid top 4 pass catchers right there. There are some teams I guarantee you, there's at least 7 to 8 teams in the NFL that right now they would love those 4 right there. So the talent is there, and I think I even said this on the channel many times. I think Caleb is a good quarterback. I think he has the potential to be a top 12, top 10 easily in the NFL. Just looking at his just looking at his arm talent, his mobility, his athleticism, and his ability to just really turn it on, man. The guy is a playmaker. We've seen it a couple times in the fourth, especially in the second quarter, but sometimes in the fourth, man. He can really will this offense down the field. But it's easier said than done. This team just needs to perform well tonight just for their pride and just to show that they are capable of being the team that some teams, some people were hoping for when they were 4-2. But unfortunately, 9 games later, 9 losses later, it's not looking great. But can they at least finish strong on these final 2 games? And the kick goes out of bounds, and we're going to see Chicago start at the 30. All right, we got 8:59 in the first. Caleb under center, 2 receivers to the right, single back in the backfield. Seattle playing the run heavily here, man. There's a lot of guys on that line. It's going to be a run to the right. Swift trying to make a man miss. And we'll get tackled by the second man after a gain of 2. All right, Caleb starting out in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. 2 tight ends set. Handoff up the middle to the running back, number 23. This is not Swift, I believe. It's going to be a gain of 3. And this is Johnson here. Yeah, Johnson, at least in the last couple games that I've seen from Chicago, he hasn't been featured as much as he was kind of like in the early, middle part of the season. He's usually their goal line guy. Once they get inside the 10, they usually swap Swift out for Johnson there. Shotgun, snap, throwing it 2 down the field, and that's going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Roma Dunze over the middle. So unfortunately, that'll be a quick 3 and out for Chicago. 4th and 5 coming up. Just the throw was not there. There's a little bit of pressure in Caleb's face, man, but that's a ball you got to deliver, man. That's about as open as you're going to get over the middle in the NFL. Punt is away, and it'll be caught at around the 16, and I think he got it to the 17. All right, looks like we're going to go to commercial break here. 7:39 when Seattle's offense gets back on the field. But I'm going to grab some water, actually. Be right back. All right. That feels a lot better. All right. So still on the commercial break. But man, dude, this the Chicago offense, man, it was very, very weird, man. I feel like they need to really commit to running the ball because I feel like that's going to be their best bet at this point. Because that passing game, man, there's just something, whether it's Caleb's accuracy, his footwork, and he talked about it, I think, this week, that he needs to really work on his footwork. Like, I think that was part of that throw there. You can clearly tell just before he was about to throw it, he kind of shifted over, or at least maybe leaned over, kind of got off kilter to try to throw that ball while there's a guy coming at him from the left side. But sometimes you just got to stay in there and deliver a ball, man. Geno slips on the snap, and he's going to be taken down at around the 10. So a nice little momentum there, momentum play there for Chicago's defense. Him and Charbonnet connected, stepped on each. Geno stepping on Charbonnet's foot there as he was trying to go out for the play action. So ball at the 9, 2nd and 18 coming up. Tight end in motion. Geno looking, throwing it underneath to Charbonnet, who's getting to the 15, down and across the 20, down to about maybe the 21. So nice gain of about 11 there. Setting up a 3rd and 7, maybe a 3rd and 6. All right, 3rd and 7, 3 receivers to the left. Geno in the shotgun takes the snap, looking. He's got time. He's got plenty of time, and still unable to connect with anybody. Trying to throw it over the middle. I think that's one of those Geno would want back there. He had plenty of time. The protection was great. It looks like him and then Smith and Jigba were not on the same page. I think that one's going to be on Geno just a little bit. Because in Jigba, he was kind of bouncing back and forth. He was like bobbing and weaving left to right, which is just settle down. Just either go in one direction or just settle in between. It's going to be caught at the 25 and returned up to about the 29 on the punt there. But yeah, definitely not what you want to see from a receiver that's like bouncing from the left to the right. It's like, come on, man, you gotta give me somewhere to go. But still, that pass was way too far to the left. I think Geno's very lucky that thing is not picked off. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 29. Caleb, play action, rolling to his right, finds his receiver there, DJ Moore, for a gain of about 9.5. It's going to be very close to a 1st down here. So it'll be 2nd and 1 coming up for Chicago here. All right, Caleb in the pistol, Romadunze in motion to the right, single receiver to the left. And play action, over the middle, gets it to his running back. Gain of exactly 1, maybe 1.5, and that's a 1st down for Chicago. Let's go. Swift on the catch there. Immediately got tackled. A little bit of rainy conditions here in Chicago. Caleb under center. Single back in the backfield. Keenan Allen in motion to the left. It's going to be a handoff. Swift cutting it back in. And that's a gain of 5 down to the 45 of Chicago. Caleb under center, single back in the backfield. Keenan Allen in motion now to the right. Play action. Gonna have to throw it quickly, and it'll be out of bounds, trying to get it down the right sideline there. Good decision by Caleb. It's not a whole lot there. Just throw it away. All right, we got 3rd and 5. 3 receivers bunched up to the left. Caleb in the shotgun. Pressure immediately there, and Keenan Allen not able to haul that one in. Hits him right in the hands. Had to kind of come back for it, though. Caleb had to get that one out quick, man. There was a blitz that was coming right at him. Threw that one to the right and just... But it was there, man. That's on Keenan. I don't think it would have gotten the first down. I think it would have been about a yard short. But it could have given them a chance to maybe go for it here on 4th down. So 4th and 5 coming up, and another punt for Chicago. 0 for 2 to start the game here. And that's going to be a phenomenal tackle there by Chicago's coverage team, taking them down at around the 5-yard line. I think they're going to officially mark him at the 6. So Seattle coming back on offense, going to be deep in their own territory. All right, we are back. It'll be 1st and 10 there, and they actually pushed him back to the 5 apparently. So Gino under center, single receiver to the left, and it's going to be a handoff to Charbonnet, who bounces off a tackle, and it's going to get it to the 11. Sorry, that's actually McIntosh, number 25. He got hit around the 7, man, but just kept it churning, man. I like it. All right, we got Gino under center, single receiver to the right, and another handoff. McIntosh slipping on the turf there. I think he might have tripped over his own feet. So it could have been a little bit better. Still going to be a gain of about 2, maybe 3. So 3rd and short coming up. Third and 2, single receiver, sorry, 2 receivers to the left, 2 stacked up to the right. Gino takes the snap, has time. It's going to run to his left and delivers a ball that is going to be incomplete. Smith and Jigba juggling that one, had it in his hands on 2 occasions, but unable to haul it in. Yeah, once again, Gino kind of throwing that kind of too upfield there, so the corner was able to kind of almost make a play on it. I think if he would have just thrown it a little bit basically to the sidelines, I think Smith would have had an easier time catching that one. So another quick 3 and out, and this punt is going to be amazing. Holy cow, getting it all the way to the 30. Hot dang, dude. Jesus. Dixon with a freaking booming. Kick that thing from inside his own 5. Hot dang, dude. That was, dude, from the kick, from when it left his foot to where it landed on the 30. Easily 70 yards. Jesus. Maybe 65, but still, I'm gonna tack on an extra couple yards on that one. That thing was amazing. Holy cow! Flipped the field on that one. So we got 2:12 left in the first here. Chicago starting their 3rd drive. So far, have not been able to get into Seattle territory. So ball at the 31 officially. Cole Kmet in motion. It's gonna be a toss to the right. And Seattle plays it perfectly, tackling them down to about the 24. I think that was Swift. Yes, it was. That was a Witherspoon, man. The corner just knifing through. It's going to be a loss of about 6, maybe 7 there, depending on when the spot here. Loss of 7, 2nd and 17. 5 receivers set here. DJ Moore in the backfield catches it on a nice little swing pass, and is going to get a decent amount of yardage back. I think that was a gain of about 10 or 11. Should be about 3rd and medium coming up. Yep. 3rd and 6. Caleb in the shotgun. Johnson to his right. 3 receivers on that right side as well. Takes the snap. Look in. Nice. Great maneuver. Has time. And a wide open, and I mean wide open, Roma Dunze Caleb not liking the route here is telling him should have kept it going upfield. But I mean, there was nobody within 8 to 10 yards of a Dunze, man. Oh, okay. Dunze basically stopped his route after he got there. He basically stopped moving upfield. Saying these are the things that you want to be able to get going late in the season. Even if you're not in the playoffs, you want to be able to end on a high note, saying, "Hey, we played. We may not have gotten to the playoffs. We may not have a winning record, but at least we played some of our best football down the stretch." And I know I sound like Aaron Rodgers right now, but it does count for something. It just makes you feel a little bit better and say, "Hey, we can build off of this. These are the things that we need to work on." Especially in the off season. So we have 41 seconds left in the first. Seattle gets the ball here at the 16 after a really solid punt by Chicago. Quick throw down to the right. DK gets involved, bowls over a defender, and is going to be taken down at the 21. Seattle going, no huddle, 3 receivers to the left, Gino in the shotgun, trying to squeeze out one more play here before this quarter ends. Maybe. They all of a sudden it's taking a while to snap the ball. And no. All right. Seattle very content to head into the second quarter. All right, we're going to go to commercial break, but when we come back, it'll be the second quarter with Seattle up 3-0 over the struggling Chicago Bears. It might be a while before there's a touchdown. I'm going to give these teams one more drive each to get a touchdown. Otherwise, I'm just turning on the lights. You know what? I'm going to wait until the second half. If there is no score until the second half, the lights come on automatically. That's the new rule. I don't want to rush it, man. Sometimes a game starts out slow. 2nd and 5. Gino takes the snap, hands off up the middle, and Chicago doing a phenomenal job. That might have been a gain of half a yard. So we got 3rd and 4 coming up. Ball at the 22. 3 receivers to the left. Gino in the shotgun. Running back to his right. He's got time. Over the middle. Finds. Who's that? Tyler Lockett? No, that's Njigba getting it to the 30. Oh, great job by Charbonnet picking up the blitzer over the middle, man, just stonewalling him. That gave Gino all the time that he needed, clean pocket, able to deliver a ball. So 1st and 10, ball just shy of the 30. Single back in the backfield, Smith-Njigba in motion. It's going to be a handoff. And this one will get it to the 35. Solid run by Charbonnet, a gain of nearly 6. Second and 4. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Another handoff. Charbonnet lowering the shoulder and getting it down to the 44. And a 1st down for Seattle. Gino takes the snap here in the shotgun, throwing it over the middle, and he's going to find a man, and they get it into Chicago territory. That is Tyler Lockett getting it down to about the 42. Ooh, that was a nice little hitch route, comeback route, whatever you want to call it, man. That was great by Lockett down the right seam. Quick throw, a little high, but Lockett able to catch it and gets about 3, almost 4 yards on the little bubble screen to the left. Should be about 2nd and 7, maybe 2nd and 6 there coming up. I lied. 2nd and 7. Lockett in motion to the left. Gino takes the snap. Looking, and the pocket's collapsing, and he's going to take a sack here back at the 42. It's going to set up a 3rd and I think 11 coming up. It was, I think, cohort coming off that right side. So 3rd and 10. Gino takes the snap. There's a flag. Pressure, gets it out. Incomplete. So we'll see what the flag here. It was basically right at the snap, so I'm assuming it's going to be on Seattle. It is. Penalty will be declined. It was offsides. Number 11, that was on Njigba. Chicago doing a great job, man. Oh, completely overloading that left side. There's about 6 pass rushers coming from that side. So what was basically the best drive we've seen so far in this half, and it'll end in a punt. And looks like Seattle's going to be able to down it down inside the 10, down around the 9. All right, man, we're still looking for the first touchdown of this game. Can Chicago do it? We shall see when we come back. All right, man. So let's look at some stats here while we're waiting for this game to come back. So Geno, 7 of 11, 58 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, has been sacked twice. So Zach Charbonnet, 7 for 40. He's looked really solid. But Kenny McIntosh, 5 for 37. Both backs averaging over 5.5 yards a carry. Kenny is over 7 yards per carry. Granted, a big chunk of that is a 25-yard run. But still, man, 4 carries for 12 yards. Wouldn't be too bad right there. All right, Caleb, 2 for 6 for 11 yards. Not great. DJ Moore with the best run of the night, 1 for 11. Otherwise, Roshan Johnson, 1 for 3. And DeAndre Swift. Granted, he got tackled for a loss of 7. But he is 3 for 0. So we got 1st and 10, ball at the 9. Caleb in the shotgun, receiver in motion to the left. Quick throw. DJ Moore catches it. And that's going to be to the 14. But there is a late flag. And I think this is going to be on Chicago based on DJ's reaction. Yes, it is. I don't know what's going on with Al Michaels' attire, but I like it, man. It's cozy. So we got 1st and 14, ball just inside the 5. 2 receivers to the left. Caleb gets it out to DJ Moore on a nice little swing. He might actually lose yardage. He will. It's going to be back at around the 2. Loss of 2, man. Holy cow. And that was Witherspoon again, man. That is his 2nd tackle for a loss. He was the one that dropped DeAndre Swift for a loss of 7, which made it a 2nd and 17. Well, he just knocked DJ Moore for a loss of 3 to make it a 2nd and 17. Ball to 2. Single receiver to the left. 2 receivers stacked up on the right. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got a little bit of time. Quick throw. Ooh, that was risky. Gets it to DJ, who's going to be out across the 10 down to about the 12. Man, dude, that throw had to be perfect because if that thing was a little bit more inside, that is a pick. That's an easy pick six. Would have literally needed, he just needed to go about 5 yards for a touchdown. Hot dang, dude, that was close. So 3rd and 7 coming up. Have a little bit over 8:30 left in the second quarter here. All right, single receiver to the right. 3 to the left. Tight end in the slot. It's going to be a screen to Swift, who's got a convoy in front of him to the 25. Cuts it inside down to the 30, 35, and finally taken down at the 36 is DeAndre Swift, and that is a huge first down for Chicago. And throw over the middle. That is intercepted. There is a flag on the field, and based on them telling him not to run, it's either going to be an incomplete pass or it's going to be on, the penalty is on Seattle, I'm assuming. And it is too many men on the field. So that's a great job by Chicago, man. Getting into the line, getting lined up, snapping the ball before the Seattle player could get off of the field. So 1st and 5 coming up. 2 receivers stacked up on the right. Tight end to the left. DJ Moore in motion to the left. It's going to be a nice little toss to Swift. He's going to get a gain of nearly 8 yards, and that's a first down. And we are nearing midfield here. I think the ball is going to be spotted somewhere around the 48. Caleb in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Single receiver to the left. Hand off to Swift. He's going to try to pick his way to the left. He's got not a whole lot of blocking for him. Gain of about 2, maybe 3. Got to give it to Caleb, man. He was out there trying to block, but all right, we got 2nd and 7. Single receiver to the left. Swift orbit motion to the right. Caleb's got time and runs out of time because he stepped up into a sack. It's going to be knocked down back around the 50. And if you're trying to sync it up, it's 54, 53, 552, 551. Quick snap, quick throw to the right. DJ Moore, it's got a convoy in front of him down to the 40, 35. Keeps it going. And I think they're going to... Well, he's officially taken down at around the 36. And luckily they did not blow the whistle, so... Sorry, actually to the 31. I saw the referee stop at the 36, but then he finally moved to the 31. I was like, maybe they blew the play dead. Just doing a great job, man. Moore just weaving his way through the bodies and just kept those legs turning, man. Never went down. Caleb under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the right. Handoff, Johnson, and he'll be taken down, I think, for a loss of 1 here. That was the big man, Leonard Williams. Big 99. Second and 11, ball at the 33. Caleb, snap, ball on the ground, gets it out to Keenan Allen somehow, and it'll be out across the 20 down to about the 19. Holy cow. That was a low snap, ball bouncing around on the turf. Caleb able to pick it up and just chuck it to the first guy he saw. Ooh, that was a horrible snap. Jeez. Actually, I think... So the snap was bad. Caleb able to do it, but I think they're going to spot this around the 18, maybe the 17, actually. So we got 1st and 10, ball at the 17. 2-by-2 formation. Swift going out in the basically in the swing pair. And incomplete, trying to get it to Gerald Everett, the former LA Ram. But there is a flag. It's going to be on Chicago. And Seattle is actually going to decline it and take the loss of down. So 2nd and 10 coming up. All right. Empty set, 5 receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Caleb takes the snap, looking, pocket collapsing, throws it up the field and incomplete, out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 10. Come on, guys. Please just give me a touchdown. Give me a touchdown. Come on. Give me that touchdown. Give me that. Come on. All right, we got 3 receivers on the left side. Keenan Allen in motion to the left. Caleb in the shotgun takes the snap. It's going to roll to his left. There's a flag. Finds a wide open Roma Dunze in the end zone. We do have a timeout. Sorry, we do have a touchdown, but it's going to be taken away by the penalty. Holding on Chicago. What a great throw on the run. Basically, not across his body, man, but basically having to adjust and like contort in the air. Kind of like an Aaron Rodgers type throw, man. Or I guess nowadays it's more of a Pat Mahomes throw. Dude, that ball was just on a line. Great throw, great catch, great play, but... So we got 3rd and 10, ball at the 27 now. Underneath to Swift. He's going to be taken down by the linebacker. That play just never really got off the ground. Gain of 4. Dahlia, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I was so focused on the game here. Been asking myself, yeah, it's a real Sophie's choice of. It's either way, And the kick is up, and Cairo Santos kicks it right down the middle, And the Bears are on the board for the first time tonight. Sounds like an exciting game from what I heard. Fast Nas, quick thinking. No, so, I mean, both of the offenses have been below average for sure, but there's been some really good solid plays. Man, there's been a couple, 20-yarders here and there. But it's just the offenses, they just been stalling out consistently. So hopefully the second half is a little bit more. I think part of it is the rain, but I think part of it is Chicago is obviously not good, and Seattle seems to be in a little bit of a funk over the last couple of weeks. Ever since they lost to Green Bay, man, they have just looked very out of sorts offensively. And that defense is obviously not playing amazing, but they've gone up against arguably two of the best four teams in the NFC over the last 2 weeks. Green Bay is going to be probably in the 5th seed. If not, they have a chance at the 4th seed. I mean, Minnesota is very much in contention for that 1 seed potentially. So yeah, I mean you're talking about two really good teams that Seattle has gone up against the last couple of weeks. Granted, they have not looked great against either of them. It wasn't a close game against Minnesota. It really wasn't a close game against Green Bay. I think it's clear. I think even heading into those games, we kind of knew Seattle was a little bit of a step or two shy of, most of the teams in the NFC North. But the fact that they're tied up late in this second quarter with one of the worst teams in the NFL. Granted, a very talented Chicago team, but still one of the worst. Doesn't really bode well for Seattle for tonight or even next week if they're able to get a win. And the kick is going to go out the back of the end zone. Seattle gets the ball at the 30 here. So here are the scenarios. A win tonight plus a Rams loss or tie against the Cardinals on Saturday. And they need to beat the Rams next week. They would claim the NFC West. But the Rams can win it by either Seattle losing or tying tonight, or they simply just win on Saturday. So Seattle is by no means, even if they are able to beat Chicago, they need the Rams to lose or tie. Otherwise, their season will end on Saturday, regardless. And it's going to be a delayed handoff to Charbonnet. He's going to pick his way down to the 39, gate of 9. We got a little bit of a skirmish here. Metcalf and number there he goes. And there's a late flag. So there was already a 1 flag. Now there's 2. So we'll see. And Metcalf is still going after him, man. Jeez, dude. So DK punched Stevenson not once but twice, and then number 95 came in there to try to break it up, and then DK also put his hands right in the face of number 95. So 3 times. All right, so a sportsmanlike conduct. So, despite being two flags, since they're both on DK, only one will be able to be enforced. So that counts towards one more like that for DK, and he will be disqualified. So instead of 2nd and 1, now it is 2nd and 16 after the 9-yard run by Charbonnet. And DK still talking smack from the sidelines, man. Clearly, you can tell, man, Seattle is. These guys are just frustrated, man. 2 weeks ago, they were in control of their destiny. All they needed to do was win. 2 losses later, and they, like, no matter what happens tonight, if the Rams win on Saturday, they're done. Their season is over after week 18. And clearly, DK's dealt with injuries this year. Also, on top of that, they just haven't been playing well. He hasn't gotten his usual numbers that you usually see from a guy of his caliber. And we're going to see a 2-minute warning here. So we're going to go to commercial break. But very, very strange couple sequences there. And fortunately, man, DK probably expressing a lot of the frustration that Seattle's been going through the last couple weeks. So during the break, we had Tyler Lockett approach number 95. Man, dude, these guys are getting chippy, man. 2nd and 16. They're all up in their feelings right now. Got 2 receivers on the right side. Gino alone in the backfield. It's going to be a screen to Noah. And that's going to be a massive gain of about 14, setting up a 3rd and 3, maybe a 3rd and 2. Noah Fant, man, picking it up. So Chicago actually used a timeout here to stop the clock at 1:52. 3rd and 3 coming up. Ball at the 42. Quads for Seattle, 4 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Geno alone in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's got some time. Dumps it underneath. Once again, this is Fant, and he's going to get it down to the 49. That is a first down for the big tight end. The former Denver Bronco, former first-round pick for the Denver Broncos as well. 1st and 10, ball at the 49. Geno looking, scrambling immediately to his left. Finds DK Metcalf down at the 38. Actually, they're going to mark him off at the 37 of Chicago. Clock is running. 108, 107, 106, 105, 104. 2 receivers on each side. Geno takes the snap. Looking, scrambling, finds a way to avoid a sack, and is going to get it inside the 35 down to the 33. All right. We're going to go to a commercial break here. All right, man. Seattle, they're arguably their best drive since the first one. I'm hoping they can finish this one off with a touchdown to get something going here, man. We got to get a little bit more excitement, man. There hasn't been a whole lot of sacks. There hasn't been a whole lot of turnovers either. So looking for something from the offense. Either of these offenses, honestly. All right, we're back. Geno in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Nice. Charbonnet only able to get 1 yard. Chicago sniffing that one out. Clock is continuing to run. Under 40 seconds. DK on the sidelines. Single receiver to the right. 3 to the left. Tight end in the slot. Geno taking his time. Ball. Come on. Clock is running. 27 seconds. And man, Seattle took their time. They used their second timeout, but there was about 13 seconds completely taken off the clock. All right, 3rd and 5. Quick snap over the middle, and the ball is going to be batted down at the line of scrimmage. That'll set up a 4th and 5, and Seattle's going to have to settle for another Myers field goal attempt here. And that was by the middle linebacker, number 55, Jacob Martin. Just jumping up there, getting both hands up and knocking it down. All right, this is going to be a 50-yard field goal attempt by Myers. The hold, and the kick is right where it needs to be. Seattle retakes the lead by 3. All right, we got 21 seconds left in the half. I would be very curious to see what Chicago wants to do. They have 2 timeouts. 21 seconds, 2 timeouts. Probably anywhere between 3 to maybe 5 plays you can probably get. And the kick is away. It's going to be caught in the end zone down. Chicago gets the ball at the 30. All right, man. Chicago coming out in the shotgun. Single receiver to the left, 3 to the right, tight end, tight to the formation on the right side. And it's going to be a delayed handoff to Swift. He's going to make his way across the 35 down to about the 37. And Chicago stops the clock at 13 seconds, but they may put a second or two back on the clock here. And they do. It's going to be 15 seconds left. Still a long way to go for Chicago if they want to get into field goal range. Second and 3. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Caleb looking, scrambling, and he's going to get sacked back at the 29, and that is likely going to be the end of this half. And it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did not get a touchdown here in the first half, but that's all right because we're still going to turn on the lights. All right, man. So, not a great game. It is raining. It's kind of chilly, obviously, here up in the Chicago area. But, man, dude, I was expecting a little bit. Like, both of these teams, they got nothing to lose, man, basically. I know Seattle obviously needs to win, but, I mean, no matter what happens here, they still need the Rams to lose. So I would say, hey, man, the last thing we want to do is give this Chicago team, keep them close, and give this kid a chance to basically do what he's done for a good chunk of his the games, and that is make a comeback. Like, you have to remember, looking back at that Washington game before the Hail Mary, Chicago, I think they were down 12-0, and then in the fourth quarter, they were able to basically score 14, 15 points, and they've done that a couple times against Detroit. Just before their coach got fired, they were down, 16-0, 17-0, and then they came back and made that a game, scoring 20 points, I believe, in the second half. So they've done this a couple times against some really solid teams where they've been able to score, multiple touchdowns in the second half. So the last thing Seattle needs to do is just have these guys lingering around. And I guarantee you, man, if Chicago can put up a field goal and a touchdown or two in the second half, they could win this one. Seattle has not looked great. They've been able to run the ball really well. They almost have 100 yards rushing. Let's see here. Yeah, they have 91 yards off of 15 carries. They're averaging over 6 yards per carry. And yet they've only gotten 2 field goals. So, Seattle, they need to get it going, man. Otherwise, I would not be surprised at all if Chicago was able to pull off the upset and knock the Seattle Seahawks out of the playoff race. All right, guys. So while we're here at halftime, let's look at some of the games that have already happened. Just very quickly, I won't go into too much detail. But see, the Kansas City Chiefs, man, they took it to a Steelers team that is all of a sudden really falling apart, man. They have really struggled. Let me see here. Let's look at the record of Pittsburgh over their last couple games. Yeah, at one point, this team was 10-3. They were looking great. And then all of a sudden, man, after that Cleveland game where they were able to just smack them, 27-14, they looked great. They looked good. That was a team that they had just recently lost to on that Thursday night snow game. So they were able to avenge that win or avenge that loss. But then, man, they have come up against some of the best teams in the NFL. Arguably, the best 6 teams, 7 teams in the NFL. The Eagles, the Ravens, and the Chiefs. And they have not looked good against any of them. Against the Eagles, losing 27-13. Then Baltimore, 34-17. That was a team that they were able to beat earlier in the season. And granted, during that game, Baltimore was not really playing like itself. They missed field goals. They were not getting touchdowns. It was a weird game for the Baltimore Ravens, but able to come back and beat Pittsburgh here, 34-17. And then Pittsburgh, obviously, a couple days ago, going up against arguably the number 1 seed in the AFC and just getting smacked for 19 points, 29-10. That is, you're giving up an average of 30 points against some of the best teams, best teams that you're going to be facing in the playoffs, and you're losing by multiple touchdowns for each of them. Not a good thing. And then you get the Bengals next week, who, granted, that defense is not really great, but that Bengals offense, man, they can put up points, just like we saw when they faced each other a couple of weeks ago. What was that? 44-38. right now, it would be a miracle if Pittsburgh was able to score that many points again. They've barely scored that many in the last 3 games. They have scored, let me see here, 40 points in their last 3 games. So they got to play better, man. Pittsburgh has to get something going. But regardless, great job by the Kansas City Chiefs, man. That is the best they have looked in the last couple of weeks. That offense was solid. The numbers were looking good. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdowns, no picks, over 300 yards. And let me see here, Kelsey, nearly 85 yards, 8 catches, and a touchdown. That is what's going to be able to get Kansas City not only back to the Super Bowl, but potentially winning their 3rd consecutive. If Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey are putting up big numbers, that whole offense is going to be playing well. That's just a fact. But next, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. I'm going to tell you right now, the Ravens are good, but they're not good enough to be able to basically almost shut out a Texans team. What happened to the Texans, I believe, has more to do with the loss of Tank Dell. Not even that he's no longer on the field, just the psychological and the emotional draining. Dude, Tank Dell worked so dang hard to come back from, a broken tibia last year? He was playing great, and then late in the season, basically broken leg. That's already horrific enough. Works hard, finally gets back, and it took him a long time to get back this season. I think it took him a little bit longer than what they were anticipating, but hey, you got your guy back. Took him a couple of weeks to get going. He had a great game not too long ago. And then, of course, basically shredding every single ligament in his knee, man. It's one of those things where it's already bad enough, the injury, but the fact that he was coming back from another major injury, worked so hard, was starting to play really well, and then it sucks, man. It really, really sucks. You hate to see it. You always hate to see it, but hopefully Tank Dell, I hope that dude comes back better than ever, man. I don't care if it's against Green Bay. The guy has 200 yards. I don't care. Hopefully they still lose. But regardless, man, Tank Dell, hopefully that dude can come back healthy. And it just sucks, man. I think that's what you saw during that game, during that Baltimore game. Don't get me wrong, Baltimore's really good. They probably would have won. But the fact that you can just see the energy and just everything is just sapped out of the Houston Texans, man. Having to play a game so quickly after losing one of your best players to one of the worst injuries that you can potentially have, where you're literally every ligament, ACL, PCL, MCL, and I think there was something else too, I can't remember, all gone. Sucks, man. It just really, really sucks. But Baltimore, 11-5, they're looking good. Likely gonna win the NFC North, but who knows? I don't think Pittsburgh is gonna be bouncing back next week. I think against the Bengals, it's gonna be a close game. I think the Bengals are gonna take that one. In Baltimore, who did they go up against actually to finish off the year? It's gonna be Cleveland. It's a division game, so you never know, but I think the way Cleveland has been playing the last couple of weeks, they're no longer, it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be a win for Baltimore, and they're going to take the NFC North. All right, next. Was that the only games? Yeah, so far. So those are kind of my opinions on that, man. Yeah, Derrick Henry went out for nearly 150 yards, touchdown. Lamar didn't have his biggest game in terms of passing yards, but he was so dang good, man. Very efficient, very careful. Not really trying to throw it into double coverage, things like that. Things that you would typically see happen kind of late in the season when when Baltimore is trying to make a push. Sometimes towards the end of the season, you start to see the cracks a little bit, but they're starting to play some of their best football. Hopefully they can keep it going. Yeah, Lamar, 168, 2 touchdowns, no picks, was only sacked one time, and it was so good that Josh Johnson was able to come into the game. Yeah, Lamar, 4 for 87 yards, man, and a touchdown. So 3 touchdowns for Lamar in that game. Just crazy. So that's about it. I will be right back, guys. I am actually cooking, or I have a little bit of a slow cooker for some stuff that I'm going to be doing tomorrow with the family. So be right back as soon as possible. All right, we're back, and Myers kicks it off to Chicago. They catch it right at the goal line, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and stumbling his way down to the 22 after taking a hit. Maybe they'll spot him at the 23. We'll see. All right, we got 1st and 10. Caleb under center. Single back in the backfield. DJ Moore in motion to the left. Play action. Caleb rolling to his right. Gonna run and gets about a yard. And that was Witherspoon, number 21, that ran him out of bounds. Roma Dunze in motion to the right, 2 receivers to the left. It's going to be a run up the middle, and Swift hits that right side. That's going to be a gain of 7 there. And they're giving him, gain of 7. So 3rd and 2 coming up. And it's going to be a run up the middle, and that's going to go nowhere. Gain of just 1 for Johnson. It's going to set up a 4th and 2. Yeah, very surprisingly conservative play call there, especially on 4th and 3. Or on 3rd and 3, I should say. Solid punt, and it's going to be fair caught around the 21. Seastrom, what's going on? What's going on, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? All right, we got 1st and 10. Gino under center. DK in motion to the right there. Single back in the backfield. And Gino gets the ball to Charbonnet underneath. It's going to be a gain of 6. Seastrom, what's going on, dude? How's your Christmas, man? And Merry Christmas if I hopefully it went well, my dude. All right, we got 3 receivers on the left. Gino in the shotgun. And it's going to be Smith and Jigma alone to the right. Oh, okay. Gino's switching things up now. So it's DK alone to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Handoff. Charbonnet trying to get something going. Unable to. It's going to be a loss of about half a yard. Back to the 25. And that was the big man, number 95. He was the guy that was getting into it a little bit with DK Metcalf in the second quarter. 3rd and 5 coming up. 3 receivers to the right. Tight end in the slot. Gino looking. Going to scramble. He's going to get the first down. And a little bit more. Holy cow, down to the 40. And he slides at around the 42, I think. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 41. Single back in the backfield. Hand off to Charbonnet, who breaks the tackle and will get about a yard on the play, maybe a yard and a half. All right, we got Gino in the in under center. It's going to be a toss to the left. Charbonnet. It's got something going on here, and it's going to be out across the 45 down to the 48. All right, we got 3rd and 3 coming up. Three receivers to the right, tight end in the slot. Gino looking. It's going to scramble. He's going to evade one. Gets hit, fumble. And I think it's going to be recovered by Seattle here. Gino hit as he was trying to release. Nearly a disaster for Seattle. Nearly had the first turnover of the game. Regardless, it's going to be a sack, and that is the third or the fourth on Gino? Punt is away. It's going to be a pretty decent one. It's going to be inside the 20 down to the 16. And that is the third time Geno Smith has been brought down today. All right, so we're going to go to a commercial break here. We're not missing anything. But man, dude, it has been a wild game. To me, it feels like Seattle is being stopped by the Chicago defense while the Chicago offense is stopping itself. It looks like. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, Witherspoon has been playing really well. I think the front defensive line, at least, has been playing pretty well. But there has been definitely some opportunities for the Chicago offense to make some big plays down the field. There was that one to Roma Dunze down the right seam where he basically cut his route short instead of kind of keeping it going like a post route. And unfortunately, Caleb just missed him on that one. Once again, stopped his route early, but man, it's one of those where you wish you could just maybe give a little bit of extra air so he could adjust to it. But at the end of the day, Odunze, he just needs to commit to one direction. Let me see here. I'm trying to think. There was one down the sidelines to Everett that would have been down the right sideline, would have been in the end zone. Even though there was safety help over the top, I think if Caleb would have just kind of put it around the 5-yard line, I think Everett would have caught it, and you would be first and goal inside the 5. So just some missed opportunities, man, for Chicago. Penalties have not helped either. They haven't been able to run the ball really at all. They have 12 carries for 37 yards. They're averaging just over 3 yards per carry. And when you look at the Seattle Seahawks, 19 carries over 110 yards. They are averaging nearly 6 yards per carry, nearly twice as much as Chicago. Yet they're only up by 6. They're only up by 3. So like I said, I think Chicago just needs to get out of their own way. We'll see if they can get going here. Receiver in motion to the left. Caleb hands it off to Swift to the left. He cuts it upfield, and that's going to be a gain of about 3, maybe 4. All right, we got 2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams under center. Single back in the backfield. Tight end in motion to the left. 2 receivers stacked up on the right. Play action. Williams rolling out to his right. He's going to run for it to the 25, 30, 35, and he runs out at the 36. And that's going to be a First down for Chicago. We are under 7 minutes in the third here, more than halfway through. Caleb in the shotgun. Receiver in motion to the left. It's going to be a screen to Swift. He's going to reverse field and going to lose a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 coming up. Seattle played that perfectly, man. They had it hemmed in on the right side where they wanted to go. And then even when Swift tried to cut it back across the field, it's just no go, man. Caleb in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, takes a snap. He's got a little bit of time and delivers a decent ball. Could have been better. It's going to be a gain of just 2, so 3rd and 9 coming up. Yeah, like that throw right there, if you rewind it back, like Caleb had time. There was no pressure, just deliver a good ball. But for some reason he was just so, like, just the way his body just moved. Like his feet were completely off balance. He was not on his toes. He was more on that back foot, and he just kind of sidearmed him. He kind of sidearmed that one instead of just kind of, doing his rhythm. So 3rd and 9, Caleb needs to run, and he's going to get sacked back at the 25. Absolutely no opportunity, man. The pressure was nearly immediate. And for the 4th time tonight, Caleb Williams goes down for a sack. Seattle just doing a great job on that blitz. Overloading that right side. And it was actually the big man, number 90, the former Green Bay Packer, Reed, getting him down on the ground. And granted, he only spent 1 season in Green Bay, and it was just okay. I think he started out really strong. I'm trying to remember when was that. I think it was the last year with Rodgers, or it might have been the second to last year. But either way, he started out in Seattle, went to Green Bay for a year, and then went back to Seattle. So, but yeah, he had a couple good games, and then by the end of it, he was basically just a rotational bench guy. Now I'm kind of curious here. So Jaron Reed out of Alabama, 2nd round pick. Spent his first 7 seasons in Green Bay. Sorry, in Seattle. Then he went to Green Bay for a year in 2022, 2023. And oh, no, actually, no. After he left Seattle, he went to Kansas City for a season. Then he went to Green Bay. Then he went back to Seattle. Okay. Gotcha. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even know he spent time with Kansas City. Gotcha. So Jaron Reed he was there during the last season for Rodgers there. So. All right, we're on commercial break. I will be right back. All right, we are back. Got 4:35 left in the third. Gino in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Smith and Jigba in motion. Gino gonna try to throw it down the right sidelines and incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Smith now 11 of 17, just 103 yards. Still no touchdowns, no picks either. He's been sacked 3 times, so not a great night. Shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be a handoff to No, this is McIntosh. It's going to be good for about 2. So far, Chicago's doing a lot better job here in the second half of stopping this running game. All right, Gino in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Tight end in the slot. Gino takes the snap. 3rd and 7, looking, throwing it over the middle. Somehow gets it to Njigba over the tight coverage, and he's going to be across the 45 down to about the 44 of Chicago. Dude, that was a risky throw. I think it was Edmonds that nearly got a hand on it. Gino in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. Handoff. McIntosh getting it across the 40 down to the 39, but there is a flag on the field. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on Seattle here, so we'll wipe away that decent run. David Stegosaurus, what's going on? Go Pack Go, baby. Go Pack Go. Stopping by to say hi. Also, K-State. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go, K-State. Heck yeah, man. It's going to be a handoff to McIntosh. He's going to fight his way through a tackle and going to get it down to the 41. Really solid gain. I think that was a gain of 6, maybe 7 there for McIntosh. Heck yeah, dude. Well, hey, man. Thank you for popping in, David. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully your Christmas went well, man, and hopefully your New Year's is looking very bright, my friend. We got Gino in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Smith and Jigba alone to the right. Gino changing a few things, getting the tight end to be a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage. Sorry, to the offensive line. And it's going to be a quick throw to the tight end on the flat. It's going to get it across the 40 down to the 38. Was that a fumble? No. Right now we have Gordon, who is running down the field, got into the end zone. Did they strip that ball out? Oh, yeah, that's a fumble. That is 100% a fumble. Oh, my God. Seastrom. Go, Seahawks. No, Seahawks. It is. It's a touchdown. Holy cow. It is a touchdown. A fumble, a stripped fumble return by Gordon for a touchdown. And the first touchdown of the game is not on the defense. It's not on the offense, but it's on the defensive side of the ball. Holy cow. I just said it earlier, man. It feels like the Chicago defense is the one stopping Seattle from scoring, while on the other side, it feels like Chicago's offense is stopping itself. Holy cow, man. What a play by Gordon, man. And he's the one that stripped it and took it all the way to the end zone. The runner did fumble the ball. However, when Chicago picked it up, he was down by contact at the spot. Oh, okay. So they're going to take away the touchdown, but the fumble still stands. Dang it. Dang it. Ah. Well, regardless, man, heck of a play by Gordon. Was he actually down by contact? Oh, okay, yeah, he was. Yeah, okay. There you go. All right. Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, but man, first turnover of the game at least. We didn't get the touchdown, but first turnover of the game. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, slightly better. I was about to lose it. Oh my god, dude, that would have been wild. Like, cause I wasn't even sure, cause like once again I don't have the sound on, but I was like, cause Gordon was just kind of like high stepping, kind of meandering a little bit towards the end zone there, but I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, did they blow the play dead? Was he down? Things like that. And then when they put up the 9, I was like, oh my god, I was like, holy cow. But it definitely was down by contact for sure. So Chicago's going to get the ball at the 38. Unfortunately, it's going to be at their own 38. So hopefully this offense can take some of that defensive momentum and get something going here. Let's go. Let's make this game a little bit more, interesting. Less interesting. All right, man. All right, all right. Just for you, Seastrom. Just for you. All right. My wish is for it to be less interesting. But come on, Seastrom. Can we get one touchdown? Just one. Just one. You want the Seahawks to go to the playoffs? That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, as a Packer fan, so do I, because I feel like the Packers match up against Seattle a little bit better than they do the Rams. I don't want to really face the Rams. That game was too close for my comfort this past this season against LA. So I'm right there with you. Yeah, I'm hoping for a Seattle win here. So 2nd and 5. It's gonna be a run. Oh no, it's gonna be a keeper by Caleb, and that's gonna be good for about 4. So 3rd and 1 coming up. All right, ball at the 47 here. 2-by-2 formation. Quick throw to Keenan Allen on that left side, running a nice little out route. It's a first down for Chicago. All right, Chicago basically going no huddle, it feels like right here. Empty set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Takes a snap, pressure by Seattle, and he's going to be sacked. Holy cow, man. That right tackle took nobody. Sorry, the left tackle took absolutely nobody. There was the right end went to the left. Blitzing linebacker cut in between the tackle and the right guard. Sorry, the left guard. My goodness. And the left tackle was just kind of left in no man's land. He took nobody. It's a loss of 20. That's a loss of 14 yards. So 2nd and 24 as we head into the fourth quarter. Wow. Wow. Just when it's looking good for Chicago, like I said, they get in their own way. Bad decision, especially by Caleb, man. Just throw that ball away. Just throw it away. Man, dude, 14 yards, man. He's got to learn to just, if like I get it, you're trying to outrun it, but this is not USC, man. This is not the college ranks. You're not going to be the fastest guy on the field. Mm. You just gotta take the sack, and it's better that it's a loss of 6 or 7 rather than basically double that, or just throw it away. Gotta know when it's just like, oh, they got us. Great blitz, free man, possibly free 2 guys. Just throw it away. And worst comes to worst, if you throw it away and they hit you a little too hard, roughing the passer, automatic first down. Mm. Still in the commercial break here, but man, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting which team is gonna be able to pull away here or do something, man. We got there has to be a touchdown, right? Right? Granted, what was the? It wasn't last week, but it was 2 weeks ago. San Fran and the Rams, right? That one ended like 6-3 or something like that, or something. I don't know. It was a low scoring game. 2nd and 24. And the ball is batted at the line. 3rd and 24 coming up. All right, we got Caleb in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Roshan Johnson in motion to the right. And they're going to get it underneath to DJ Moore. He's going to make a man miss, but is only going to be able to pick up 3 yards, if that. And the punt is away. The commentators are mentioning the struggling Chicago teams at this point. The Blackhawks, the White Sox. It's been a rough season or two for some Chicago sports. Jeez, 3rd and 24. I know, man. I know. I mean, oh man, that like they were looking good. They were running the ball a little bit, throwing some decent out routes there, and then bam, sack, and then all of a sudden nothing is working for him. Just the momentum, dude. It's wild. All right, let's see if Seattle can put up a touchdown here to make this, 2 possession game, which I think at that point could put this game out of reach. But we're in the fourth quarter. Let's look at the stats real quick. Geno, 13 for 19, 126. No touchdowns, no picks. Zach Charbonnet with 12 for 56. Kenny McIntosh, 7 for 46. And then Caleb Williams, nearly identical to Geno, just 12 for 29, 93 yards. No touchdowns, no picks, but has been sacked 5 times in this game. And then you got Swift for 8 for 30, Williams 2 for 20, DJ Moore 2 for 8. It's been a rough night, man. Rough night for these offenses. Geno under center, single back in the backfield. Jake Bobo in motion to the right. And a little bit of a strange handoff to Charbonnet, and he'll be absolutely stonewalled after a gain of 1. All right, we got Geno in the shotgun, Charbonnet to his right, DK in motion to the right, 3 receivers on that right side now. It's going to be a screen to Smith and Jigba, and he's going to fight his way down to the 21. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. Single receiver to the right, 3 to the left, tight end in the slot. Looks like Geno is changing some things here at the line. 6 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. Hand off to Charbonnet, and that's going to go absolutely nowhere. Loss of 1 or back to the line of scrimmage, either way. 4th and 3 coming up. And that was the man over the middle, Edwards, just doing a heck of a job. The former Wisconsin Badger, TJ Edwards, making a play. and dropping them for a loss. This absolutely, man. Absolutely. Chicago going to get the ball at the 25, make some guys miss, and get it out across the 35, down to the 38. All right, well, Chicago has some decent field position. They weren't really able to do much with the previous possession, but we'll see if they can get it going here. Let's go. But yeah, no, the Seattle offense, man, it is looking rough, man. Real rough. So don't worry, we're on commercial break. We're not missing a thing here, but I'm just trying to think, man. What can these teams do? It's like the only thing that they're not doing is throwing the ball down the field. And granted, the coverage could be great. Both of these defenses are probably playing pretty solid tonight. But man, dude, you would think at one point somebody would just chuck a ball down the field. Like, who knows, man? You might get a pass interference call. But I think Seattle is just, they're very scared of just this game. Because once again, this is their season. They lose tonight, they're done. So I think they're like, okay, we're up. Why risk it? Our defense is playing well, but man, dude, you're towing the line, dude, if you're Seattle. Like, at some point, you have to put more than just 3 points. That's just not secure, man. No matter how bad Chicago is playing, this team has talent, and if they put one drive together, even if it's the last drive, they're going to be able to win. Seattle has to do something, man. All right, we got Caleb under center, two receivers to the right, single back in the backfield. Seattle playing the run. It's going to be a solid carry there for Swift. It's going to be a gain of 8. Second and 2, delayed handoff draw. Swift running to the right, and is going to get the first down right at the marker, man. He got popped at the end of that run. They're saying 3rd and inches. I don't think so, man. That has to be a first down. There's no way. All right. They're not giving them the first down. If I'm Chicago, QB sneak it, man. Please. Please just QB sneak it. Nope. Handoff to Roshan Johnson, and he's on the second effort. Gets the first down. Yeah, why are they showing this awesome play by by Harrison? I remember watching that Super Bowl live, man. To this day, that is still the best Super Bowl that wasn't a Packer game. So Williams under center, ball at the 49, handoff to Swift, who cuts it outside, cuts it back in, and he's going to be past the 50-yard line down to the 49. All right, Caleb in the shotgun, three receivers to the left. DJ Moore, orbit motion going to the left here, and trying to get it to Swift on the screen, and it does not happen, man. I mean, Swift didn't even try to block the blitzer over the middle, dude. Like, you just gotta give him a shoulder, like a good shoulder, and then go out. You gotta slow him down somehow, man. That was not on Caleb, man. It wasn't a great throw, but I mean, they didn't block for him on that one. Caleb running, and he runs right into a sack on third down. Oh, man, this kid is just trying to do too much, man. He's getting happy feet. That's what happens when you keep on getting sacked. When you just don't trust your offensive line, you start to get happy feet, man. We've seen so many talented young quarterbacks, dude, that just like, as soon as they get hit too much, man, they start to dance way too much. It was a great sack, man. I feel like Caleb just ran into it, but still, 6 sacks tonight for the Seattle defense. Punt is away, and it's going to be downed at around the 12. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break, but we have 8:13 left in this game. 6-3, Seattle on top with an opportunity to make this a 2-possession game. All right, the food is starting to affect me, so that means after this game I gotta grab something to eat. Dude, I think I might actually have a candy bar some here, but I think I'm gonna need something stronger than a Snickers. But yeah, I think I need something. But we'll get it at some point here. Probably do it after the game. that was a good call, man. I like that. You're not you when you're hungry. All right, we are back from commercial break. We have a young man with no shirt, man. Oh, I respect it, but not for me, man. Especially when it's raining out. Heck no. We got Gino under center, two receivers to the left. And looks like they got Chicago to jump off sides. That's why there's still commercials. Running grab. Next one. I'm gonna grab something to eat. Just a little snack. Yeah, man. Seattle. So far, man, they got a penalty here, so it'll be 1st and 5 for the Seahawks. Ball at the 17-yard line. Play action. Gino looking down the field, throwing it. Oh, and did he get that? He threw it to DK, but that ball was low. They're saying it's a catch. Holy cow, man. 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, yeah. That's a catch. That ball never sniffed the ground. And he's going to be down at around the 40-yard line. So Seattle, big chunk play there. Gain of 23 through the air here. 1st and 10. Gino under center, single back in the backfield, toss to the right. Charbonnet gets about 1. That was a catch, man. Holy cow. DK had to catch that one off his shoelaces there. So we got Gino in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, tight end in the slot. Play action, pressure. Gino throwing this one away, and that's going to be good for about 2 or 3. Nice little out route there by the tight end to the right. Let's check it out. 3rd down conversion rate. We got 3rd and 6. Gino in the shotgun looking, going to dump it underneath to Charbonnet. And the Bears rally to the ball. Gain of just a yard or 2. Heck yeah. So the 3rd down conversion rate, let's just say it's not very good. For Chicago, it is 4 for 12, so 25%. And right now it's saying Seattle is 5 for 12, so only slightly better. I'm not sure if it takes account this past 3rd down. And no, it did not. So now it is 5 for 13 for Seattle. So also, did I just say 25% for Chicago? My goodness. Maybe I do need a Snickers. No, 4 for 12 is 33%. My goodness. See, as soon as you're hungry, man, math just goes out the window. Yeah, no, 5 for 13 is not very good. So these two teams have combined 9 for 25. That is rough, man. 9 for 25. Oy. So Seattle has 12 first downs, and Chicago has 8. Oh, man, some IHOP. Ooh. Man, dude. I could really go for some pancakes, man. You make a good argument, my friend. You make a good argument. No, the IHOP in my local place, I think they closed. I think they're already closed. Dang it. Next time. All right, we're going to go commercial break here, so I'll be right back. So I didn't find the Snickers bar, but I found carrots. And that's just good enough. I know, man. I wish there was I wish, unfortunately, where I live, there isn't really much that stays open late or even 24 hours. So, it is what it is. First and 10, ball at the 11. Caleb going to keep this one, and he's going to get it to about the 19. So, a decent run there for the rookie quarterback, trying to get this offense going. Right, we got 2nd and 3, ball at the 18 officially. Delayed handoff, Swift right up the middle, gets it across the 25. Pile is still moving, and they'll get it to the 30. Let's go. We got 430, 429, 428, 427, 426. Moving, and we're under 5 minutes here, man. 3-point game. Chicago takes a snap. Pressure. Caleb escapes, trying to make a man miss. He does, and that's going to be a gain of about 8. Takes out his tight end a little bit there on the run. Garrett's good if you pick up something. That's a good point. Usually I do have bananas around here, but I think I ran out. All right, we got 2nd and 2. Quick throw. Keenan Allen going to lose a yard on the bubble screen, so that'll set up a 3rd and 3 coming up. Yeah, I took out the tight end, and then unfortunately the next play weirdly enough, they're still 2 yards to go instead of a loss of 1. All right, we got 3rd and 2, ball at the 38. 3 receivers bunched up on that right side. Caleb in the shotgun takes the snap. Gonna run, and he is gonna be very close. I don't think he's gonna get it, but that's gonna be very, very, very close. And it's going to be 4th and half a yard. If I'm Chicago, you go for it. Like, what's going to happen? Even if you win, you're still 5 and 11. If you lose, you're 4 and 12, and at least you tried. He did not get that. Definitely did not. So we got 4th and inches, and it's going to be a timeout by Seattle. I don't understand why they don't just QB sneak it, man. They have one of the... Like, Caleb is not a small quarterback. But I feel like they're going to hand this off. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's a false start on Chicago. It was the left guard, man. Dude, this is gotta be torture for Chicago fans, man. Oh my God. Like, even I'm feeling a little bit of it. I'm like, geez, I can only imagine if you actually rooted for the Chicago Bears. That's already bad enough. Sorry, Bears fans. That was... Hey, you know what? No. I don't apologize. No, my bad, guys. My bad. I'm having a little bit of fun. Just a little bit. Huh? I mean... So, obviously, false start on the left guard there. But instead of punting it, Chicago calls a timeout, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 5. 2 receivers to the right. Caleb immediately has to run for his life. It's caught by DJ Moore. He breaks a tackle and gets it across the 50. Holy cow. Caleb just literally chucking the ball. Yes, it was a timeout. They were going to punt it, but apparently Chicago changed their minds. He just threw it. He just chucked it over the middle, man. He was just like, hey, we'll see what happens. And DJ Moore catches it, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and gets it around the 50. Down to the 49, actually. 1st and 10. Holy cow. 2 receivers to the left. Keenan Allen in motion to the right. He fumbles the ball. And Caleb is going to be sacked back at the 44-yard line. Holy cow, man. This offensive line cannot stop anything right now. What? Wow. Holy cow, man. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here in Chicago. Holy cow. Talia, were you talking about the catch by DJ Moore, or are you talking about the sack? Because I know you're a Packer fan, so I'm just wondering. Oh, yeah, the snaps have been awful. That is the second one that has hit the turf. Let me see here. Actually, So yeah, the Coleman Coleman Shelton is the center for Chicago, and he's had some really really rough snaps in this game. It has not gone well. And though it looks like they're actually crediting that fumble to Caleb. Either way, that was not a good snap. I am baffled at the way this game. Me too, man. Me too. Like I know we just got done watching the Saints not score a single point, but to be fair to the Saints, they were like on their third quarterback. Their head coach is fired. They had a bunch of injuries to that offense. I mean, like, what is the excuse for both of these teams? Like, yeah, Chicago fired their head coach, but my goodness, man. My goodness. Come on. Yes, the catch was crazy. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, when he threw that, I was like, oh, this thing is probably just going to be overthrown. But more, man, he made a catch, man. Fully extended. And then just the run after the catch, too, was pretty impressive. All right, looks like we are back from commercial break. Final 2 minutes here, 2nd and 15 after the sack. Anyways, go make some further. I swear there. Ooh, sounds good. So we got 2nd and 15, 3 receivers to the left, tight end in the slot. Caleb, quick throw to DJ Moore. That ball was tipped, I'm pretty sure, but he caught it. But it's only going to be a gain of 1 and back at the 45. So 3rd and 14 coming up. Like I get what they're trying to do. If DJ Moore can catch it, get the ball in his hands, and I've said that before, like get the ball in these guys' hands quicker. But they know that the Seattle has been playing everything underneath. It's like your best play so far in this entire half has been the throw over the middle. Do that. We got 2 receivers to the right. Keenan Allen in motion to the left. He's got protection. He's got time. He's got time. There we go. Nice setup. Throw it down the field. Was that a catch? Was that a catch? They're saying it's a catch by Roma Dunze diving forward for that one. That's a first down. Gain of 15 or 16, regardless. First down. Under a minute, we got 45, 42, 43, 41. Holy cow. They snap the ball. Chicago. Caleb just throwing this one away. Good. 31 seconds. 2 timeouts. Did he actually catch that? He did, man. Like, I mean, the fact that the referees or nobody up in the booth decided to challenge that, something told me that it was going to stand. But holy cow, man, that was a good, solid throw, but that was an impressive catch by a rookie wide receiver. And Caleb a little bit frustrated here. Chicago's going to have to burn a timeout because they could not get set, man. That is... Oh, my God. I just thought about it. Imagine... Imagine if Cairo Santos is on the kick, and we've talked about his kicks before because he's had at least two of them blocked on back-to-back weeks, and the trajectory of his kicks has always been low. What if Seattle blocks this this kick, man. I'm right there with you, man. Seattle, they've been looks like they're showing some pressure, man. Looks like they're blitzing 8. They send 7. Chicago picks it up and trying to get it to Romadunze down the right sidelines. Just too far to the right, man. If Caleb just puts that little bit on him, that's a catch, man. That ball just sailed on Williams there. So 3rd and 10 coming up. And I hope and I pray and hope that they do not just throw a little bubble screen. All right, so we got 3 receivers to the left. DJ Moore in motion to the right. Caleb in the shotgun takes the snap. Looking, he's got time over the middle to absolutely nobody. 20 seconds left. Oh, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. So the ball is at the 40. This would be a 58 yarder from Santos. His career long is 55. And Seattle will use their second timeout here. Dude, if this game goes into overtime, I don't think I can handle it. We're 20 seconds away from this game being over, and combined, these teams have not scored 10 points. Fourth and 10, takes the snap, throws the ball up in the air, and it's going to be intercepted by Seattle, and they have won the game. They have kept their playoff hopes alive for at least another 2 days. And for the Bears, they will fall to 4-12, 10 consecutive losses. Oh, we got some middle fingers flying around here in the stands. This offense is just incapable of picking up a blitz. Oh, wow. And I mean, neither offense, yep. Yes. Did someone say cookies? I think Seastrom, I think he said crackers, right? So not cookies. But now I'm hungry for some cookies. That is it, man. Thankfully, I turned on the lights because if I waited until somebody scored a touchdown, they never would have been on. But that is the final score here. Seattle, once again, keeps their hopes alive for at least another day and a half, I think. Because once again, if the Rams win on Saturday, unfortunately, Seattle's season will end after next week. But they gave themselves a chance with the win here. So Seattle is guaranteed a winning record here, regardless of what happens next week. The worst they can do is 9-8, winning record. And they just have to be They have to use all their luck on Saturday, man, because they need the Rams to lose big. Oh my goodness. And like I said, for the Bears, they dropped to 4-2. Sorry, 4-12 after going 4-2. They have lost 10 straight. It's been a rough season for Chicago, man. You make toffee on the stove, just some brown sugar. Oh my goodness, man. I'm gonna have to do that, my friend. I am gonna have to do that. Seastrom, you're the best, man. Thank you. I'm not even gonna lie. I am taking a screenshot of what you just said because I'm going to have to do this. Chocolate chips get thrown in on top and spread with a spatula. See, ladies and gentlemen, on this channel, you don't just get football. You get some baking advice from the man himself, Seastrom. Like I said, dude, you rock. Thank you. When I make it, man, I'm gonna make some for the channel, and I'm gonna be chewing on that, man. You're gonna have to hold me to it, but I will get it done within the next before the regular season ends. I'm gonna have to do that here at home. And like you said, man, it's simple. Couple ingredients, probably 10-15 minutes, probably be done. I like it. But all right, man. All right. But that is it, guys. That is Thursday Night Football. I wish it was a little bit more exciting. I wish there would have been a little bit more, at least some touchdowns for sure. But 6-3, Seattle gets a big victory, keeps their playoff hopes alive for at least another day or two. And for the Chicago Bears, man, just tack another disappointment to the pile. It's been a rough season for them. I guarantee you, they're just waiting for it to be over. But like I said, like most teams, even the teams that have the worst season, hope always is around the corner because you get free agency, you get the draft. There's always hope for next season, and for right now, Chicago that is what they're hoping for. Absolutely. I tried baking chips, mixed it with really well. So they are still out of. Yep, absolutely. If the Rams win on Saturday, unfortunately, no matter what, Seattle's season will end. So they need the Rams to lose to be able to set up a basically winner take all matchup in Week 18. So just for entertainment's sake, I do hope the Rams lose because I want to see some of the best games in Week 18, man. So. Oh yeah. The sunflower. Because I think some people are, if you're like allergic to peanut butter, they have like this sunflower butter. But it's basically peanut butter, but with sunflower seeds. I would think it could be a 1-for-1 kind of thing. One sec. 2 pieces of. Oh, okay. Tinfoil. Got it. That is big. Seastrom coming in clutch. We appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Flip it over on some towels. Peel the tinfoil. Heck yeah, dude. Sweet, man. Seastrom, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Heck yeah. I'm telling you, man, all this food talk, I'm going to have to get something to eat. But, alrighty, guys. I think that's going to be it for me. I would recommend watching. Okay. Heck yeah. Absolutely, guys. So, obviously, shout out Seastrom, especially you. Thank you so much. Shout out to Owen. Shout out to Dahlia for popping in here. Shout out to David Stegosaurus for popping in here real quickly, man. Always great to talk to you, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, this was a solid game. I wish it would have been a little bit, like I said, a little bit more offensive power. But hey, there's plenty of sacks in this game. I think there's a total of 10. 3 by Chicago, 7 by Seattle, man. Holy cow. Final stats, Gino, 17, 23, 116. No touchdowns, no picks, but was efficient. Caleb, rough night, 16 of 28, 122. Final pass, intercepted, no touchdowns. DeAndre Swift, 12 for 53. Zach Charbonnet, 15 for 57. Kenny McIntosh, 7 for 46. Noah Fant was the leading receiver for Seattle for 4 catches, 43 yards. And DJ Moore, 6 for 54 on the day. Yeah, bootleg football, man. Yeah, that's oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. But yeah, no, bootleg football, man. Great content. Great group of guys, man. Probably some of the smartest guys doing football content on YouTube. Yeah, man, those guys are they're elevating the the content on sports, man. Those guys are great. Seem like great guys as well. Brett Coleman is one of the guys that's on Bootleg. Yeah, Brett is a great dude. I haven't gotten to meet him yet, but from what I can tell from just experience with other people, they seem to really enjoy his content. Does a great job with collaborations, and really smart man. Really knows his football. He knows the X's and O's, and he's a solid guy. So yeah, definitely check out Bootleg Football. Check out my channel as well. But um, but yeah, man. Um, yeah, take a take a shot every time because I think they're actually Chicago Bears fans. I'm pretty sure. At least one of them is for sure. So, but yeah, no, there was definitely not a whole lot of drinking during this game. If you're waiting for touchdowns, like I said, I wouldn't have been able to turn on the lights because I usually wait for the first touchdown. That would have been a long time. Christmas Crack by Dylan Hollis. Dylan Hollis. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I've seen a video or two of Dylan. Right on. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I forgot what it was. Granted, this was like a year ago, I think, but it was a. I'm pretty sure it was a baking thing. But yeah, so I've seen him. I've seen him for sure. The best recipes from 1900s to 1980s. Oh, it's got a book out, man. All right, let's go. Good for Dylan, man. Good for Dylan. But alrighty, guys, that is gonna be it for me. I got a party to continue to plan for tomorrow morning. So I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. But remember, guys, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. Happy New Year's if I don't get to see some of you guys until then. So be safe, be smart, and have fun. Sunday, yes, I will be streaming on Sunday. I'll meet you there. I'll see you guys there. Saturday is the next couple games. I won't be able to do those, but I will be doing Sunday. I believe we'll be doing 3 games on Sunday. But catch you guys later. Once again, have fun.